Hi fellows, Ben back again on another one from Motor Gear Performance India, the store on Mount Road, Chennai. What I have today with me is the entire lineup of Puteleen products here in the store. Puteleen was the first in lubricants for motorcycles. They've been doing it for the last 50 years and more. And for a manufacturer to be making dedicated products for as long as a time period like this would simply mean that they are purists and they are perfectionists. So they have a mission, they have an intention, and they see to it that they keep iterating, they keep working on it to perfect their products. What you have here would simply translate into the best lubricants for motorcycles, and for that matter anything that has chains and rollers or sprockets. So what we have today is the Tech Chain. What this is silicone based white wax, very high longevity, upwards of 500 kilometers per shot, and very high temperature resistance. This is good to go on all your motorcycles, both street and off-road, and this is like a white layer that gets deposited on your chain, and with which you can know where exactly have you been, where you've used it the right amount and where you've been liberal or where you've skipped. So you can go in and do the touch-up jobs wherever it is that you think you've left the chain unnoticed. Yeah, that's the one thing about the white wax. Another thing is this very high temperature resistance, so you can use it on both road and off-road vehicles, irrespective of how you decide to use your motorcycles. Moving on to the second product, what we have is Dry Tech Chain. They're two totally different technologies. One is ceramic-based white wax, which is definitely longevity, and the other is more like a 100, 200, 300 kilometer lifespan. It's a non-sticky chain lube. The beauty of this is it will not attract dirt, it will not attract grime, but this is to be used on motorcycles that go out in the rain, in the slush, and you're constantly needing to use your chain in varying conditions. So something like that, you can definitely go in for Dry Tech Chain. Keep in mind, the number one difference between these two products is not the color, but the lifespan that you get out of per shot. So this would be somewhere around 400 to 500 kilometers per shot or more, depending on how you ride. And this would be roughly 100 or 200 kilometers, but will take care of your chain in multiple conditions, multiple terrible conditions. Chain and engine degreaser, a personal favorite. I use this to keep my engine looking the way it is from the factory. I've always used engine degreasers, and I'm a big fan of engine degreasers because it's a relatively new concept in India. Very few people know of the beauty of a product like this. A degreaser takes care of all the carbon deposits on the engine, all the slush and the mud and the dust and the crud, and keeps your engine looking as good as new. So something like a dedicated product would mean it's not going to be too harmful on the paint of the engine, wherein it'll start chipping. So keep in mind, you just can't go about using diesel, kerosene as you wish. You need to get a dedicated product to get the job done. Matte wax, dedicated product again for all the matte plastic parts on your motorcycle. You can definitely go and kind of polish them to a certain level. It'll look nice and neat. It'll have that little bit of a sheen. Matte wax is very different from gloss wax. Gloss wax on matte parts will leave white deposits, and that's counterproductive. So another dedicated product. This is good to go on matte paint, plastic, and carbon fiber. So you can use this for three different materials. Yeah, the gloss wax polish spray. Yeah, again, fantastic. It comes in the form of spray. So nice coat, and then use your microfiber on, and you have shiny plastics, shiny metal bodies. The helmet sanitizer is a must if you guys are into a lot of off-road riding where you're doing slow speeds and you're sweating it out. Trail riding, off-road riding, endurance riding. This is a must. Anytime you're not on the highways, open highways, good amount of air entering your helmet is going to stink because of all the sweat and all the perspiration. And something like this is a must. This kills all the germs and all the bacteria, and your helmet smells good, feels fresh. This whole concept of removing all the lining material, putting it in the washing machine, getting it clean, shoving it back, it isn't practical. I mean, I've done it, I do it, but nothing like a good dose of a cleaning agent, and quick. All it needs would be roughly around 6 to 10 hours of resting time. drying time, and you're good to go. Another fantastic product, if your jackets have become old, if they're starting to lose their waterproofing, water repellent properties, one coat of this throughout your jacket, your pants, and you get a fantastic water repellent finish on top. I have used this product, not from Putlin, but from Muck Off, and it has worked wonders. It's worked wonders. The thing is, one can take care of a jacket and a pant. That's about it. You have to be generous with this. You can't be very frugal with this. So you have to be generous with it, and it takes care of water repellent. It takes care of the fabric. You kind of replenish your lost water resistant properties. Last but not least, we have leather wax from Putlin. This takes care of all your leather parts. That is, you have leathers in your car, you have leathers on motorcycles, anything where the leather is starting to become a little too hard, a little too harsh, you can kind of go in with this, and you can replenish it. You can get it made to be a little more supple. To sum it up, Putlin makes fantastic products. They are a dedicated brand, so that would, just like I started off, they are a brand who have understood the whole business, motorcycle lubricants, and they've spent quite a lot of time putting out a lineup like this. And if you guys think you have any use of these products, these are absolute must for any rider. These are consumables. These are a must for any kind of rider who uses his motorcycle, her motorcycle on a daily basis. So yeah, so a wonderful range of products for you to come and check out at MotoGear Store on Mount Road in Chennai, or you can log into their website and you can order these for yourselves. Well, if this helped, it helped. Until the next one, this is Ben signing out for now. Ride hard, ride safe.